Could you define the differences in agents who work on criminal cases versus those who work on national security cases? Is there a different type of personality involved?
I don't think that there's a different personality. I think that a good FBI agent is a good FBI agent. And if you assign an agent a duty or a responsibility, good FBI agents can meet that challenge, be they work in criminal cases this week or national security cases next week. It is our greatest resource. We talk about all of the high-tech things that the FBI has, all of the tools in our arsenal, and the greatest tool that we have is our employees, the men and women that come in and day out and work long, hard hours to accomplish their missions and their tasks, and to do it under the rule of law, to do it every single day, to protect people's constitutional rights, their civil rights, but at the same time protect them from all the bad things that are out there.
That's an interesting point, because I've been in places where under times of great emergency there are no rights.
Hopefully not in the United States.
Yeah, it's hard to protect if you think bombs are being set, and you know that you have to not taint evidence to make a case in court. Your 1.5 hands are tied. And yet that is protecting our way of life.
Sure. But going back to what I talked about in terms of ordered liberty, if you have a lot of order in most places in the world where that's been employed, there is very little liberty. And if you have a lot of liberty, there tends to be less order. And this great experiment that we call the United States of America has a perfect blend up to this point in time, and I'm sure for years to come, of ordered liberty. That we have a delicate balance, and it's a ballet that occurs every single day in the streets of our cities, in the urban areas and in the rural areas of law enforcement, in national security, in the courtrooms, in the criminal justice system of this country.
I mean, what does it take to do your type of job emotionally is what I'm asking you.
Well, I think from an emotional standpoint, patience is something that's very, very important. That you not lose, that you not become too jaded. That during a career in law enforcement, during a career in national security issues, unfortunately you do see occasionally the dark side, but that you constantly look for the good in people, the good side of life, and the reasons why you do what you do.
Are you able to transcend some of these things and think about it, or do you just go from crisis to crisis?
Well, there are days that you go from crisis to crisis, but I think what's important is that you lean back occasionally, and that you not just look at the individual trees, the individual cases that you're working on, the individual threats that you're dealing with, the individual problems that you're handling, but that you step back and you look at the whole forest and why you do what you do, and the significance and the importance of what it is that you do. I think it's critically important from a leadership role that we continue to encourage agents to do that. Agents get very engrossed in their investigations, and it becomes mission-oriented on this particular case or this particular subject. And it's important for them to step back on a regular basis, and I encourage that.